Luckily, a few of you have started the passion project, but no one has completed it. And I have to take my hat off to those of you who did the first video and are thinking about it. Because the passion project is more than, I want to get better at illustration, at animation, at 3D design, at whatever. Getting better at your craft is at the essence of everything we do in this classroom. Having a clear objective, that's different. That's what a passion project is all about. And when I talked about this survival kit, yeah, there was an idea that powered that. This is part of an epic poem that I wrote that took, a few months. And I showed you the 10-year project, which is our gamified curriculum delivery system. In a very real sense, the Mac Lab is my passion project. Yes, I want to get better as a teacher. I want to get better at delivering curriculum. I want to get better at minimizing the minutia that you have to go through in order to get to what you really want to do in this classroom. But the end product are my missions. And I try to offer you opportunities. I try to give you a chance to plant your flag and say, here's where I want to go. And for 90% of the students, it's not the passion project. But if you really have a goal, if you really have something you want to work towards, you have to have concrete objective. I want to be an animator. Okay, what do you want to animate? What's your project? What are you going to work towards? How are you going to use the principles of animation in order to improve your craft and arrive at that final product? The same thing goes for every other skill set. What is the end product? Well, I just want to create art. I get that. I get that. Through architecture, graphic communications, and fine art, I've been through over 10 years of schooling working on my craft. I get that. I spent 20 years in the field getting paid for what I do. I understand that. Now 20 years more in the classroom. 19 actually, and counting. But what I'm trying to get at is I want to help you, but I don't want to empower vague notions of getting better. That's the essence of growing. And if your art is focused on illustration, but you don't know what you want to illustrate, then illustrate line, shape, form, but not simplistically. Do it creatively. Do it with imagination and power and with your passion. Show me what your craft is, and maybe during that journey you realize where you want to go. Maybe I see something and it starts a conversation that helps you understand, yeah, that's it. That's the missing piece. I want this to be a worthwhile experience for you. But I've seen too many students spin their wheels. I've been doing this longer than you've been alive. And I know you're a teenager. I remember being there. I remember thinking I knew what was best. Look, maybe you do. Here's your chance to convince me. Let's have this conversation. I want to make this a reality for you. But if you're involved in this, the daily missions are still part of your responsibilities. And paying attention to those, not just pretending. And then documentation. Show progress each and every week. Show how this is working for you. Yeah, there's going to be stumbling blocks. There's going to be failures. There's going to be picking yourself up and trying again. But if you're not willing to throw yourself into this, and I'm not talking about 10 hours a week, a passion project is bigger than that. It is something that does not diminish the time you spend in other classes, but it fills the extra time you would ordinarily not spend in school, because this is what you really want to do. Because the bottom line is, if you don't really want to do it, this isn't a passion project. Okay, there's more to say about this, and I have no idea if that's going to connect with anyone, but I just want you to understand, I want students to embrace this. I want to see you rise. I want to see careers being born, because that's happened over and over and over in the past in the Mac Lab, and I want to see it continue.